Okay guys, so I do have my eyes primed with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Porcelain, so that is ready to go. So I'm ready to actually start applying eyeshadow. Here's the Alien palette. We did show this when the Northern Lights highlighter palette came out, so we did actually see a full look of this. So I thought for this video we'd actually just focus on the eyeshadow look. I'll give you another glimpse inside. Here she is. God, I love this palette. Just the pops of color, the golds, the green. I think he did a really good job. And I know in the beauty industry it's so hard to do anything different nowadays, but this definitely will be a staple in our collection. We fight over this palette all the time, so you can see it is used. So this is definitely going to be one of those palettes that we use all the time. What I do want to do, just because of the brightness of these shadows and just some past experiences and learning from those, I'm going to stab some powder underneath my eyes, and I'm using the Coty Ear Spun, and it's in translucent 0724, and I need to get another one because I use this so much. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a powder shield right underneath my eyes, just so that we don't have any fallout and all that nice work that we did with the foundation and primer and contour and all that stays in place and we don't ruin it. Okay, so that's on. That'll protect us from any fallout, and when we're done with the look we can dust her away. I am so excited to do this look. I've gotten so many comments about it, and this is probably one of my favorite looks that I've ever done, and definitely out of my comfort zone because I usually don't go for these types of look. So the first color I think I'm going to use is Titanium. God. Yeah, so as you can see there is some fallout, just kind of swirling my brush in there and tapping in there. So I'm glad I did that. Okay, so here's a fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush, but it's fairly old, as you can see kind of some of the chipping in that, but it's my go-to brush every single time, and I just can't seem to want to get rid of it. So I'm just going to use that and just start to apply as a transition shade right above my lid, but high enough to the brow bone, but still underneath the brow bone. Just gonna go back and forth with those motions. I do have my handy dandy trusty Jeffree star mirror, just making sure I'm getting some good blending in. Now I usually like to start, if you've watched some of my videos before, from outer to inner, because when you pick up that initial pigment, it's going to go pretty much, your brush is loaded with the pigment, and I usually like to start right here, so therefore most of the pigment goes here and you don't have a large pigment area over here. It just helps with the transition of the shades and also the blending. So just gonna go back and forth here, circular motions, windshield wiper motions, and that looks beautiful. So we'll move on to the next eye with that Titanium shade, and once again starting here and working our way in. Back and forth motions. I'm so excited. I'm not usually the one to play with cool tone palettes, but I think for the winter season and just getting out of my comfort zone and trying something new, I was inspired to try it. I saw so many beautiful looks on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I gotta get an Instagram for the Monica matches. I know so many people have asked, and the support is overwhelming for that as well. Now that we have a nice blend for that Titanium shade, I want to not butcher these words. Gravitia. We're going to get some of that on the same brush. Just dipping in that, you can see the fallout. All in all, it's a really good palette. It is, the opacity is there, the pigmentation is there. I don't think that I've ever really had a palette, to be honest, just as a consumer standpoint. I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I was requested to make from the comments like a collection, a makeup collection, so you'll see that in a future video. But my point is that I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and I don't think there is one that has absolutely zero fallout. I mean, there are some that are worse, for sure. We all went through the subculture with Anastasia, and there's some that are better, but I mean, I think fallout's just going to be there, and just depends on how you choose to combat that. You know, as I mentioned before in future or past videos, either the powder that I have on now, this is my go-to shadow shields, doing your foundation last, which I usually do when I'm not filming. I do my foundation last, just so that I can really make sure that that eye gets blended out, and use a makeup wipe which I showed in the, when I did my Christmas look for the Becky G. So you'll see that in there when I do that. But this Gravity shade, I'm just taking it right here. So we're not going to go as high as how we put that titanium shade, but we're going to go right here on the outer V, and I'm going to kind of stamp some pigmentation there. And then once I like the pigmentation, it's going to be going back and forth motions into the inner eye. But I'm keeping it low enough, but still kind of hitting a little bit on that lid shade, which is fine because we're going to use enough color, and we can also cut crease as well, so that'll help with that. So we'll go back and forth with that until that gets nice and blended out. You know, right now it looks a little crazy, but as Nikki Tutorials always says, trust the process. We will get there. Makeup is, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand, and me too. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I'm self-taught, everything that I do, and I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be a beauty guru whatsoever, but makeup is a give and take process. You have to add and subtract and cut crease and take away and add more, go back and forth again. It is a process. So it's not like you can just stamp something on your eye and immediately just get this gorgeous, beautiful eye. It's a process, and you'll see that as I go back and forth with shadows, building them up, pigmentation. Because as you blend in and out, yes, it does get blended and get rid of some of that harshness, but then also you lose opacity as well. So it's that kind of give and take situation. And I don't care if you're using a $54 $54 palette from Jeffree Star or a $3 palette from Wet n Wild. It's just what it is. I mean, I've even used the same process with Natasha Denona, which her palettes, if you've seen them or used them, those are, you know, up there in price. You're talking, I think I have the Star palette and the Sunset palette. I want to get the purple palette, and there's so many of them. There's like the gold palette, then the Savari palette. I want to get all of them, but I have the Sunset and the Star palette right now. And then there's those two massive ones too, which I believe are like almost $300. They're very expensive, but same process, back and forth, back and forth. So just be advised that when you're doing your makeup, try not to get frustrated. Understand that it is really a give and take situation, and at the end of the day, if you do mess up, it is just makeup. We can always go back and fix and take away and clean up, and that's why the makeup industry created makeup wipes and makeup cleaning solutions. So I am babbling on and on, but I really wanted to sit down and do a chit chat with you guys and just talk about some of my experience, where I come from. I did not go to school for this. I did not learn this. I think when I get further on with this beauty channel, I want to do like before and afters. Like 10 years ago, I'm so old now, it's insane how fast time goes. But before and afters, I didn't even have brows on. You would be just amazed. I'm not that great at brows the way it is now, but you would be amazed at some of my eyeshadow looks. But it was always just sitting down, practicing, not giving up. Like literally a year ago, I learned to put eyelashes on. I knew how to put them on, but they would always like throw me into a panic because I could never get them to stick on my face. But I finally just, you know, decided I was going to conquer it, and after just more and more training and processes and learning that there's different types of eyelashes and cutting them down to size and different types of glue, getting a sharper scissors so you're not like dull scissors chopping at the lashes. That was my mistake. So I learned that. So also some tricks. So be patient with yourself and you will eventually learn. I did, and if I can learn, maybe I can. I'm going to set this brush down, and then I'm going to pick up kind of a denser, smaller brush because I'm going to be working with this purple shade, and I want to keep it more focused here, but I want to do kind of like a sharp V, and that's Area 51. I think what I want to do too, and this is another trick that I learned. So not only do I have that powder underneath my eyes, I actually learned this from JACLYN Hill, and she included this in her brush set, the Morphe X JACLYN Hill. She takes a brush like this and loads it with powder, and then she goes right, maybe it's a little bit further out than her actual eye shape, just so that she can create that sharpness. But she takes that powder and just lines right here, just helps with lining up to get that sharp kind of, I want to say cat eye, sharp V, sharp cat eye. Okay, so now that I look completely insane, it does dust away. Trust the process, we will get there. That's just going to make sure that we're staying within lines and everything is as sharp as possible. Okay, so then moving on to our next color, I'm using the Morphe X JACLYN Hill JH33. I don't know if you guys have tried the JACLYN Hill brushes, but I love them. Here is that Area 51 shade. You can see it is fully pigmented, fully opaque on that brush. Jeffree Star does not miss a beat. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot in a little bit, and I want to show you. I start here, right on that powder. I'm gonna go a little bit on it just to create my sharpness. Alright, so we have kind of a straight edge line here, and don't worry if it looks kind of insane. We will, you know, work her in and blend her in. And then I like to kind of take her and blend a little bit higher than the lid, but also still in that crease. You see how we kind of have that, what I want to say, it's kind of like a V, like an arrow shape. So we got that kind of started. Okay, so we have a little bit of an arrow shape going on in that outer V. We're just gonna kind of keep building up that opacity. I like to build it kind of with tapping motions back and forth before really blending it out, just so I can make sure I can use that pigmentation. So I'm gonna go right here. I don't go all the way into the tear duct area, or what is that, the inner quarter. Just kind of third of the way. And let's see, just keep going back and forth, building up that sharpness. And you can see we're not going higher than the Gravitia and the Titanium shade. And you'll see too, especially when I do my eyeshadow, even in real life, I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, over and over again, building up that pigmentation. Okay, now I can really blend her out. Let's bring it back into view, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so now that we have kind of that sharp wing going on with that purple Area 51 shade, I'm going to take that fluffy brush that we used before, and I'm going to dip back into Gravitia. Pick that up on the brush, knock off some of that pigmentation. And we're going to go right above, 3/4 on and 3/4 on the, so 3/4 on the Area 51 shade, just to help blend that out and make everything look seamless. And then also on the lid itself, back and forth, blending that out. Okay, so there's that. And then we're also going to go into Titanium again. And we're going to go with the same rule, but just right below that brow bone. So we're going to go 3/4 on the actual shade and then 3 on the lid. That's perfect. Okay, so now what I like to do at this point, so I think what I did in the last video, it looks like I did the UFO shade right in between the purple, 3/4 on the lid, and then we put the green further in and on the inner tear duct as well. Okay, so now we're at the point where we can do the cut crease. I'm going to use the Pro Concealer and LA Girl Pro Concealer and Porcelain, like I always use. I always squeeze a little bit. I go through so many of these. I should really look into a different concealer. I just go through so many of these so quickly, but I use it for everything. For primer, cut crease, under the lid. But they're not that expensive, so maybe not. I'm using kind of a brush that's more designed for lips, but I like to take a very small brush because I like to take my time and be very precise, and this brush allows me to do that and pick up enough, but also little enough as well, so that I'm not going overboard. It doesn't give me that opportunity. So I always like to start here and just kind of shape it first. I use this brush so much. We're just going to slowly drag that. It is sped up for the purposes of this video, but know that I am taking a lot of time doing this, just so that we don't have any mistakes and ruin all that hard work we already put into the eyeshadow look. Okay, so now that I have kind of that shape that I want, I'm going to start filling in the lid, picking up more product. Just slowly blending that in with my fingertip. Not all the way in, but just right until where we are at that, where we meet that purple. And I like to kind of drag this cut crease just slightly over as well. Okay, so there's that. Alright. Now that we like the shape that we have so far, we are going to pick up a flat brush. Something that looks like that. Okay. And I always spritz my brushes. I never go in with a dry shadow. I just like the opacity that it gives it. And it's just quicker as well. We did do a review on the actual palette itself, so you'll be able to see that in the Northern Lights video. What did we use? We got the UFO shade. I love this color. I can't stop using it. Okay, so here it is loaded on the brush. Look at how pretty that looks and just sparkles. Oh, I'm mesmerized. So we're going to take it right here on the lid. There we go. Look at that. We're going to take it all the way up. And we're just marrying the Area 51 with the, just use the shade UFO. So we're going to get some more here. Pack it on the brush. Building up that pigmentation, back and forth, back and forth. Trust the process. Oh, look at how pretty that looks in camera. That looks beautiful. Now I'm going to take my finger and just pick up some more of that Area 51 shade, just so I can further marry these two colors together. So it looks more seamless. We'll blend more of this. Once again, give and take, give and take. Alright, I like that pigmentation so far of this. So we're just going to further drag it out here. I'm going to try and keep that green shade pretty low on the Alien. I want this to kind of be our staple, so we're going to just take it over here as well, like that. So you see how I have it kind of married into this Area 51, but also here on, I want to say 3/4 of the lid. But then also drug down here as well. And that Area 51 shade we'll put right here and then put that in our inner tear duct. Okay, so here is the area. Oh my god, look at how pretty that is. Here is the Alien. Oh my gosh, I love this. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to start slowly packing it in here. And we're going to really put that in our inner tear duct as well. Marrying that gold shade with that green shade. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. It's got like a really pretty reflective in it. It's a beautiful shimmer. We'll take it slightly up onto this gold shade as well. What is that called again? UFO. Why do I keep forgetting that? So we're going to slowly marry this color in by keeping it still pretty low. Okay, I love that so far. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take our fluffy brush again. I know, back and forth again. We're going to take that Gravity shade and just go right above here. Just making sure everything gets fully blended out. And then we're going to take Titanium again. Fully blending that out. And then I want to pick up a little bit of that Pluto shade. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to her. I think this is going to be perfect for a brow bone highlight. We're just going to highlight our brow. Got it packed on there. Ooh, that is blinding. Okay, we're going to blend that guy in, back and forth. Then I want to take a little bit on top of that green. Ooh, that's pretty. Really blend that in. That is pretty. You guys hear my cat? She's going really crazy because we switched her cat food and she's not very happy about it. But it's going to be better for her digestive system. But, of course, I can't explain that to her. She's a cat. She just wants her Meow Mix. Alright, picked up some more of that Area 51 just to make sure that opacity is there, and we're blending those all the colors together. I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, so now what I think I'll do is I'll do the full eye on camera. So much color everywhere, and then I'll hop off camera and do the other eye, and then we can jump into, I got the liquid lips, all of them. I didn't get the actual lip ammunitions. I got the Velour lips that came with the Alien collection, so we'll do lip swatches of those as well. And right now I'm doing a wing liner. This is Jet Black by Stila, so it's this guy. I have been addicted to this eyeliner. I really need to break out of it because I've used it like so many times. But you know what they say, if it ain't broken. I'm just so used to how it handles in my hand that I'm just like, I can't. I don't want to. I'm gonna kind of do a dramatic wing because hey, it's an alien look, why not? Okay, so now that we have that in there, then we're gonna jump into some mascara. I got the Troublemaker from Urban Decay. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on Black Friday they had like this huge sale on it. I think I got it for like 10 bucks, so not bad for a mascara. It's actually a higher end. But there are a lot of good drugstore mascaras as well. I was just shocked that they were on sale for that. Okay, so now that we have the eye look completed, we have the mascara and the eyeliner, we're gonna go into some falsies. This step is completely optional. You don't have to. But I unfortunately have sucky eyelashes, so I really don't have a choice. I got these off of Amazon, actually. They're not that fancy. They're just like a falsie bundle eyelash. And there's like 50 that come in here. And I like so bad with eyelashes. I like wear them once and I'm like, I'm done with you. And I like throw them away. They're not like, you know, the really expensive ones that you buy, so I guess I can kind of give myself a little bit of break there, but I should really start keeping better care of these. Alright, so I got these. They kind of look like that, and they kind of have like a wispiness at the end, so I think I'm going to cut inward, and just so it fits my eye, I'm going to cut here, and then that's a little bit longer, so I'm going to just cut a little bit off here, so it's a little bit smaller in the inside. Okay, so I'm using the Dual Dark Tone Eyelash Adhesive. Yay! We got some glue. Okay, so I usually like to put that much. See if you can actually see it on camera. There you go. On the eyelash, and just let it sit for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, depending on how much you put it on there. Well, that's drying. Alright, I think we have her ready. So I'm going to really try and focus here because I'm still pretty sucky at putting these on. I like to pinch down the end first just so I can get that good to go. And then I work on this inner portion and then stamp down the rest of it. Okay, so that's on. Hi, Sandy. Hi. She came up to yell at me some more about her food. She's not very happy with me right now. This is a Norwegian forest cat. We adopted her at a Petco. She was so scared and so alone. Hi, baby. All of our cats are rescues. I believe except for Chubba. She was one of Beaker's babies, which I got to actually watch be born. Here's my baby, Sandy. It was a funny story. I went with my mom, and we went there to get kind of like cat food, because we usually order from like Chewy.com. And we went in there to see like, okay, is there maybe different prices here? Is it better to get it from here? And we saw her, and she was actually going to be put down. So she was really expensive, but I couldn't let her go, and she's been my love. She loves to cuddle, loves to snuggle, loves to get her hairbrush, loves baths, which is really strange, and she loves her cat food. Go play. Alright, so now that we have that on, Okay, so let's dust away our powder on this eye. I'm still going to leave it on here because I don't have that eye completed, as you can see. And we can work on the bottom lash line. I love this look. Okay, so for the bottom lash line, I'm going to use a brush that's kind of more sharp. Like that. And this is a Morphe brush, but again, there is no name on it, so I have no idea what it actually is. And we're going to dip in to that titanium shade. And we're just going to slowly blend out here. Back and forth motions. Okay, and then we're going to dip into that gravity shade. Right over the top of that. Bring that purple. I really do this really quickly. I don't spend a lot of time on the lower lash line. Okay, so here's that Area 51 shade we're going to dip into. And we're just going to slowly smoke it out here. I'm just going to drag it, I think, on the outer portion of the lower lash line. Slowly bringing that inward. I think we're going to get a little bit of that alien shade as well. And we're just going to drag that down here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That's really, really pretty. Okay, to finish off the bottom lash line, I'm just going to put some mascara on the bottom eyelashes. Adjust that eyelash. I'm looking at it in the mirror and it's bugging me. Mirror those two colors together. Okay, that looks beautiful so far. And then I like to just take my eyeliner and just go over that one last time, just in case any glue got on there, if the eyelash moved anything, and the eye will be complete. Okay, found the eyeliner, and then we're just gonna go right over that just to make sure everything is nice and opaque. And that eye is complete. I'm going to hop off camera, complete the second eye, and I will be right back for the lip swatches of the Alien Collection Velour Liquid Lipstick. So I am back. I got both eyes completed. Let me know in the comment section below if you like this look, if you want to see more tutorials like this. I actually personally enjoyed it. This is definitely, I know for a lot of people it's out of their comfort zone, but this is a wearable look for me, and I would wear it, you know, as much as I possibly could every day to work. Here I have 8 liquid lipsticks that came with the Alien collection. I think I'm going to put them back in the bag, and we are going to just pull them at random and try them on. So I have my makeup wipes next to me, and then my Jeffree Star Velour lip scrub in grape soda that was in that mystery box, 175 box, next to me, so we can kind of switch in between shades fairly quickly. And then I have my Jeffree Star mirror. So, alright, now looking. First shade we're pulling out is Jeffree Who, and here it is here. You say shake well before use. It has the ingredients, the barcode. Long-lasting extreme beauty, matte finish, cruelty-free, vegan. Instructions: shake well for 5 seconds. Very, very detailed. Applied to bare lips and let dry for 60 seconds. Smile, ready for your close-up. And let's see if it tells us how much you get in here. 0.19 fluid ounces, or 5.6 milliliters. All right. So I always like to open these from the bottom just so I don't destroy this top part. But it's Jeffree Who. And here's the bottle. So you've seen these on a few different videos. I know Jeffree Star revealed these as well, but they do have his holiday kind of look to his packaging that he chose for this theme this year. It has his white bottle, and then it has a clear bottle, white lid, his Jeffree Star logo, and some gold stars across. The actual container, so the container, this see-through part here, clear, is sparkly, but the actual lip, or the Velour matte liquid lipstick, that's a mouthful, is actually matte. So that's just the packaging and how it looks. And then it does say Jeffree Star liquid lips, and then it says Jeffree Who with a net weight, how much product you actually get on there as well. So let's see what these look like together. Oh wow, I feel like nowadays that's really pretty. Everybody is coming out with a red. This is kind of a slightly warmer pink almost. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It does look red, but it has more of a pink undertone to it. And align the top lip. Look, camera. Alright, so Follow the instructions, wait 60 seconds for them to dry completely matte. But there is Jeffree Who. Clean up there. On the lips. That is beautiful, definitely opaque. I mean, we all know Jeffree Star's Velour liquid lipsticks. If you haven't, they are extremely pigmented, very opaque, the opacity. They do feel very drying on the lips as well, but very comfortable. I actually really like this one, but I'm going to remove it. I don't think it looks for this eye look. Looks good for this eye look. Use some lip scrub and then be right back to try on another one. Okay, so I got that removed. Jeffree Who, that was the last one. This one is called Triggered. We're gonna shake well for 5 seconds. That's the instructions. I wasn't counting, was that 5 seconds? I was. Alright, so let's dig into this one. We'll show her up close. It's a beautiful, I don't know if that's brown or red or, let's just watch her. Oh my gosh, it's purple. I did not see that coming. That is beautiful. I didn't, let me see. Yeah, from the packaging it looks like a brown, but it's got like a kind of pinky, or a purple brown to it. And this one is called Triggered. Alright, let's grab our mirror. I scooted you guys in closer just so you can see these go on. How? Okay. So it looks really purple. It's got a kind of a, yeah, it looks very purple, and it's got kind of a brown black to it. It's very pretty. Alright, let's remove this one and then we'll jump into another shade. Okay, Triggered is off. Let's grab another shade. Alright, so this one is called Karma, and it's kind of like an army green. Shake well 5 seconds before applying. And I know the directions say let these dry, but we've been in a little bit of a pickle if we let these dry, especially trying on 8 of them, and I dropped it on the floor. So here is Karma up close. Bring her in. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like red, a little bit of like, kind of silver or gold micro glitters, or a little bit of both. I love it. It's very holiday-y. Okay. So there is Karma. Let's apply her to the lips. See if we can actually be delicate. Okay, so there's Karma completely on my lips. It's a very army green. Alright, we're gonna go remove Karma and then we'll go try on another one. Okay, you guys, here is, I know my lips are screaming at me right now. They're like, I don't want you to put any more on. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that one. I do just take my dampened beauty blender and just dampen it on my lips just to get rid of that opacity from the last color, just so we can have a fair playing field for all shades. Okay, so, ooh, I didn't see that happening actually. It's like a shimmery pink. It's cute. Actually. Ooh, we still have that blue to try on too. I'm excited about that. Ooh, that is actually really pretty. I would wear the shade actually. And it's amazing. I love these types of videos because I personally haven't looked at the package and been like, I'm gonna wear this purple. But it's actually really pretty on. I like it. Alright, let's put this one away. And I think we have... well, we have 4, but you guys have seen Can't Relate, so I'll skip that one, but I will insert a clip of all 8 of the shades swatched as well. Alright, so I'm going to try to say this in my Jeffree Star voice, but this one is called Hi, How Are Ya? So there's this one. It's a beautiful Christmas red. Ah, that's gorgeous. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, that's pretty. There's so many reds this time of year. I feel like I have like 90 reds. There's that. I don't know why. I always have an easier time putting the liquid lips on the bottom lip than I do the top lip. Maybe because of my horns. Ooh, this one's got shimmer in it. You can see it. It's got like gold shimmer. Maybe it's rose gold. If I was actually going to wear these out, I would make them a lot more neater, but just for trying them on and then ripping them off quick. I'm not gonna really be too precise, but there's that swatched on the lips. Very beautiful Christmas red. Has a shimmer in it. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it as I move my lips. Ooh, it's like the Ciate, what was it called? Oh my god, glitter flip. That's what it was. So you go, like, you let it dry. You go like glitter. I like it. It's beautiful. Okay, so we have 2 more. This one is called Qualt. It's like, we're gonna call it Colt. I didn't say that right. It's CLOUT, so it's like out, but CL in front of it. Okay. Ooh, it's like a periwinkle purple. Holy metallic. It's like, Tin Man. I like it. It's not completely opaque, as you can see, because I still have kind of, my lips kind of shining through on it, but as a lip topper, I think cute. Okay, and this is like the last one, but I'm excited. It's called YSOTP. I don't know what that means, but last one. Okay, guys, last one. It's this beautiful blue shade. If I could be an Instagram model. Don't put my jade on. I know. Everybody has dreams, though. Ooh. The opacity on that, though. It's metallic. Alright, so there's that one up close. That is very beautiful. Okay, guys, that'll wrap us up for today's video. Sandy wanted some love. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day. See you in the next one.